A virginal young male librarian is told by his father to grow up and move out of the house. Elizabeth Hartman and Geraldine Page star in You're a Big Boy Now, tonight's movie at 8 o'clock on Channel 48.
To see you in your new home. How does it feel to be married to a rich wife?
Excuse me, Raven. I have to take the baby upstairs.
Hey, you don't have to be hostile. We haven't seen each other in months. I mean, maybe you'll like me now. You know, people change in 6 months.
Raven, you never change. You're just as big a pain as ever.
Draper, I just wanted to tell you how happy I was about you and April. You two are the luckiest couple in the whole world, and you're particularly lucky because if you didn't come back when you did, Julia might have had a new daddy.
What did you say?
Didn't April tell you? She's so painfully honest. Or I thought Logan would. You don't believe me, do you? Well, just ask them.
Listen to me, Raven. You're not welcome in this house. Do you understand that?
Draper, it's not their fault. You were dead, she was alive, Logan was lonely, so they fell madly in love. I'm telling you, ask them.
You never change, do you? You're always looking to cause trouble. But there's always a reason when you do it, Raven. I'm just wondering, what is it this time? Are you trying to hurt Logan or what?
I think you're being unfair. I'm heartbroken over Logan. You wouldn't believe what your coming back has done to him. Have you seen him lately? Have you seen the way he looks at April?
Get out, Raven.
Should have kept my mouth shut, but I'm sorry. I thought you knew.
I'm taking the baby upstairs. When I come back, I want you gone.
That's all right. I promised your housekeeper I would be home in a few hours.
Go home, Raven. Get out of here. I don't ever want to see you here again, understand?
Draper, you will get over it. Just like April will get over Logan in time. Sorry.
The Edge of Night is brought to you by Zest, the deodorant bar that leaves no sticky soap film so you can feel really clean. And by Puritan Oil for great tasting food and more.
Hey, your folks got a new set of wheels.
Come on! We brought you something.
Puritan oil?
Puritan is part of our diet to fight cholesterol.
And it makes food taste great.
I use corn oil. Puritan has more polyunsaturates than corn oil. It also looks lighter. Tastes lighter.
Delicious. You young folks really know what's cooking.
Puritan, a delicious part of your diet to fight cholesterol.
That's my husband. He's rugged, loving, and decaffeinated.
I decaffeinated him with this. New High Point. You see,
I didn't want him to have all that caffeine.
Ah, but she did want me to have flavor.
That's what's so great about High Point.
It has flavor.
Sure. See these flakes? They mean hearty flavor.
Really great flavor. She's terrific.
And he's decaffeinated.
New High Point from Procter & Gamble with the flavor to decaffeinate the ones you love.
Hi.
It's amazing, isn't it, how much that carousel has come to mean to us?
Yeah, it's played a big part in our lives. Carousel at picnic. Carousel at Playland Park.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. I missed you. Baby was good company, but I certainly missed you.
She give you any trouble?
No, perfectly. She fell asleep right on my shoulder. I took took her upstairs, put her to bed. She's still sleeping. Did you see Emily?
Yeah, not for very long, though.
Any recognition?
No, I was warned before I went into the room that she probably wouldn't even acknowledge my presence, let alone hear what I was saying, but... Well, I'm glad I went anyway. I'd like to believe that she took some comfort from my being there.
I'll have to get over and see her as soon as I can.
You sure you're okay? You don't still have a headache, do you?
No, I'm fine.
Well, I sense that there's something wrong.
I had some company.
Who?
Raven paid her last unexpected visit here.
What do you mean by her last visit?
We had words. I told her she was never welcome here again. Do you object to that?
Well, it's just that I'm not so sure I want to alienate her at this particular time because of Logan.
Logan. Yeah, she mentioned him, too.
Well, what did she say?
Typical Raven. She said that you and Logan are in love. She said the only reason that she told me was that she was sure that I knew it. She was positive that you and Logan would have told me by now.
Well, what did you say?
I threw her out.
Well, I guess I should forget about our meeting this evening. She was probably not feeling very friendly, and Lord knows I'm not.
April. Is it true?
Well, Draper, you know that Logan and I were very close. He was your best friend, and he was also one of the prosecutors that sent you to prison and put you on that train.
He felt responsible, so he wanted to take care of you.
I'm sure he
Look,
felt
I can understand that, April. But I want you to be honest with me. Look, it's not as though you were unfaithful to me. I was gone as far as you were concerned, dead and buried.
Well, maybe there was something. What? Is it so unusual? I mean, look at the particular circumstances.
I can see it happening.
Think of Logan, what he was going through. He was suffering that whole business with Raven and losing his...
Look, I'm not blaming you, April. I'm not blaming anybody. I just wanted to know what happened while I was gone. I don't want any details. I just wanted to know what you were feeling, what people were feeling, and what you felt.
All right. But does it matter how I felt? I mean, isn't it important how I feel now?
Yeah. That certainly is important.
Mrs. Sherwood, I'm home.
Mrs. Swift, shh. You're longer than I expected, so I tucked Jamie in.
You're kidding. You put him to bed?
And I gave him a bath. He really needed a bath, Mrs. Swift.
Why, Mrs. Sherwood, you are an angel, and April is the luckiest mommy in Monticello.
It's Miss Sherwood. Mrs. Swift, I'm not married.
Well, you're so good with children. You better tell April I just might steal you away from her.
I'll be going now.
Oh, just a minute. Let me get you something.
Oh, no, that's all right. Mrs. Scott pays me very well.
Huh. You know, if you're ever unhappy in that penthouse...
I'm quite happy. I wish I could say the same thing of your little boy, Mrs. Swift.
Everybody is always telling me how to raise my own little boy. Hello.
Hello, Raven. It's April. I hear you were over here earlier. I'm very sorry I missed you.
Well, yes, I had a few minutes free, so I thought I would go say hello to Draper. Yes, I know. Well, the reason I'm calling is to tell you I'm very sorry, but I'm not going to be able to make our date this evening.
Well, you know, that's okay, because Mother's going to stop by in a little while, and she's going to pick up a few things, and I'd like to kind of have a little mother-daughter talk with her, you know.
Fine. But we will see each other soon, okay?
Okay, bye-bye.
I thought you'd do that. But it doesn't really matter because this is going to be a little tea party for two.
You're feasting your eyes on the 6-meal cake, streusel swirl from Pillsbury. Meal number 1, a fancy feast for your company. Number 2, a yummy dessert for your kids. 3, a breakfast cake to make you forget coffee cake. 4, a lunchbox cake that doesn't all stick to the wrapping. 5, the best break a coffee break ever had. 6, dessert the second night, still firm and fresh. Streusel Swirl, the sensational 6-meal cake.
I've got a real smart mom because now she uses diaperine baby powder instead of talc. Diaperine baby powder is made of naturally absorbing cornstarch. And cornstarch is better than talc in absorbing the moisture that can lead to diaper rash. And Mom knows more pediatricians prefer cornstarch over talc to help keep babies dry and comfortable. So change your baby to the powder made with naturally absorbing cornstarch, 100% talc-free diaperine baby powder.
You sure he's a police officer?
Why, aren't cops allowed to be talented dancers?
Oh, well, what do you think, Chief? How am I doing?
Well, you're getting there, Calvin. But if you're gonna get a lot better, you're gonna have to work out a lot more.
Well, it's kind of hard, you know. My time really belongs to the Monticello PD, and there is nothing I can do about that.
Well, I think you're a terrific dancer, Mr. Stoney. Or should I call you officer?
Well, actually, the title's detective, but why don't you just call me Calvin?
I'd like to dance with you sometime, Calvin.
Well, sure, Jody. That is, whenever the coach says so. One thing I learned in the police academy is always do what the coach says, right?
Right.
See you two later.
See ya. He's so much better than I am.
Yeah, he is.
Do you have to be so brutally honest?
Look, he's had a different level of training and experience than you, that's all. You've got a long way to go. But when you're there, you just might be the best one around.
With your help, of course.
Mine? Or somebody else's? Which reminds me, did you read the contract I gave you?
Yeah, I read it.
Well, what'd you think?
Sort of makes my life belong to you, doesn't it?
It does nothing of the kind. It deals only with your dancing.
Yeah, well, my dancing affects my life. According to your conditions, I can't go anywhere or do anything unless I have your permission first.
Those conditions only apply to your training schedule, to what I think is good or bad for your career. But if you don't like the agreement, forget it. Forget the whole damn thing.
Don't say that. Come on, I'm thrilled about the whole thing. Nobody's ever done so much for me.
So you think that you don't have to do anything in return, is that it?
You want to control everything I do with my life, practically.
Am I asking for any fees?
No.
Am I asking for any part of your future earnings? I just want to make sure that when you start with me, that you don't give up on me in some whim.
You even want to control my social life.
Jody, I don't care who you see or when you see them. But I do want to be consulted about your social life because it directly reflects your dancing.
Oh, does it really?
If you ran off and eloped, yes.
Oh, don't be silly. I'm not going to do anything like that.
Or if you got pregnant.
Gavin, I don't believe you.
All right, look. I don't want anything that you don't want. If the contract's too tough, we'll change it, all right? Mm-hmm. Excuse me. Can I help you?
Yes, my name is Dorn. Hello, Jody.
Oh, hello, Mr. Dorn.
Don't look so surprised. I just thought I'd drop by and see what the great attraction was that brought you here every day. I hope you don't mind.
Can the Zest tub test convince Valerie Vucich to give up her soap? She's just drained and rinsed 2 tubs. In one, her soap. In the other, deodorant Zest.
The tub that had my soap in it is filthy. The residue felt something between greasy and gritty. The tub that had the Zest in it, all I could feel was the material the tub is made out of. Zest would, I think, leave you completely clean.
Then we asked Valerie to try Zest at home.
It was very fluffy and had a lot of bubbles, almost like a bubble bath type of lather. Rinsed off the Zest, kind of went over my arms with my hand to see if I could feel a difference. I felt cleaner with the Zest.
Give up soap and feel cleaner with deodorant Zest. Valerie Vucich did.
My mom went out and bought some Zest. I have 6 converts.
Could you make a food stain that's too tough for any cleanser to clean?
Sure I can.
Comet challenges Carol Stein's cleanser to clean the worst stain she can think up.
I'm squishing beets. I'm pouring hot tea on these mushed up feet. My kids won't believe this.
After they dried in, she added cooking grease and heavy pot marks.
Let's compare your cleanser to Comet. Tell me what's happening.
What I use at home isn't working as well as what you gave me. Comet is cleaning and takes out the stains.
Only Comet has chlorinol, and chlorinol is more than bleach. It's an exclusive combination of grease cutters and stain removers.
I feel embarrassed. I see that Comet really does a better job. On my way home, I'm going to stop and buy Comet.
Convince yourself. Comet cleans tougher stains better.
Joey, you're a mess. He smells funny.
It's just baby smells.
Smelly formula, messy vegetables.
Diapers, that ammonia.
Baby laundry's a special problem, so I use Dreft instead of our regular detergent.
There's borax in grain after grain of Dreft. Dreft's borax formula really cleans and freshens your baby's laundry.
Joey doesn't smell funny anymore.
See? Dreft cleans baby smells out of baby laundry.
I knew that Jody came here every day before reporting to the Unicorn, Mr. Wiley. And as I've always had an interest in the arts, especially the performing arts.
I see. Well, I'm sorry, we don't usually have spectators in here, Mr. Dorn.
I just thought you might make one exception for Jody's employer.
Gavin, it's all right.
Well, she was just ready to call it a day, weren't you, dear?
What a pity. I was hoping to catch a small glimpse of her talent.
It's a pretty small talent.
I don't believe that for an instant, Jody. Please, do something.
I'm sorry, Mr. Dorn, but we're...
Please.
Give me another. Come on, mister. Come on. What are you saying? Now, it's only 6:30 and you're already in the bag.
Well, I like to start early. Early to bed, early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy,
And drunk. And that's what you are.
Okay. Okay. Just give me another little one for the road.
Okay, just a little taste, huh? Look, this place attracts a lot of young people. So I don't, you know, a bunch of young kids. And I don't want you setting any bad examples, you get
Hey,
me?
kids set the bad examples. Stinking kids. Feel like they own the whole world.
Hi, Charlie. How you doing? Hi. Have you seen Mr. Dorn?
He's not here yet, Kel.
Oh, well, I have to talk to him about some important changes in the music programming.
What the hell is that?
That's Mr. Disco.
Huh?
Say hi to the gentleman, Mr. Disco. Where? He doesn't have any manners today, I'm sorry.
He's real cute. Hey, you come here often, little fella?
I live here, fella.
No kidding. I tell you what. How about if I buy him a drink?
Oh, no.
Yeah.
No, Mr. Disco doesn't drink. Thanks anyway.
Looks pretty dry to me. Hmm?
Maybe some other time, man. See you later.
Hey, what's the matter with you? Ain't I good enough to drink with? Here, how about a little of that?
You're crazy or something? Come out, will you? Come on, Kelly, what are you doing? Come on. Help me! You crazy? What are you trying to do? Kill this guy? Trying to kill him?
Mother, you can't just walk out like this. Will you please just talk to me?
Oh, Raven. We've said enough unpleasant things to each other.
That's the whole point. I think there are some good things we could say to each other if you'll just stay and have a cup of tea.
I really don't know, Raven.
Mother, it may be months, years before we see each other again. Do you really want to leave on this note?
No. Not really.
Well, good. I'll go get the tea. Mother, I don't want you to think that I'm going to argue about the will, because I'm not. It's your money. You can do whatever you want with it.
Oh, thank you.
Forgot the sugar. I also want you to know that you're wrong about one thing. I do want Jamie. The fact that his inheritance doesn't come to him until he's 21 doesn't make any difference to me. He is my son, and I'm going to fight for him.
Well, I admit that surprises me. I thought you'd be more than glad to give up custody now that he's nothing more than a burden.
Yes.
Children are such burdens, aren't they? It's the way you always made me feel.
I did nothing of the kind.
Yes, you did. Especially after... Never mind, I shouldn't talk about it. Would you like some sugar?
Yes, 3 spoons, please.
My goodness. You still have your sweet tooth, don't you? I wish I had your metabolism. Maybe I do. Maybe I inherited that along with your feelings about children.
What feelings? Are you trying to tell me that I didn't care for you as a child?
Maybe you did a little bit. Till Daddy died.
No. That wasn't true.
Yes, it is. I always felt you blamed me for Daddy's death.
That was the other way around. You hated me after he died. Oh, he adored you so much. Too much. You always felt the wrong parent died.
How can you think that? I was only 6 years old. You have no idea how Daddy's death affected me. And I needed you. And you weren't there for me.
Raven, I tried to take his place.
I didn't want you to take his place. I wanted you to take your place. I wanted you to be the mother you never were. And that's why Daddy spent so much time with me, because you were never there. You were always out with your friends or charities.
I'm afraid your memory is faulty of those days. How could you possibly remember at that age?
I remember every moment. I remember every lonely moment of the year my daddy died. And I remember how you sent me to that school.
You were 7 years old when I did that.
That's right. I was 7 years old. Old enough to take care of myself in the world, wasn't I?
Oh, for heavens, don't cry about it.
I'm not crying.
Raven, you mustn't think that I didn't love you. When your father died, it was a great loss to me, and I couldn't handle it. Perhaps I did neglect you. I'm sorry, Raven. I really am. I'm sorry that it...
I don't know who that could be. Oh, Derek.
You were expecting me, weren't you?
No.
Yeah, obviously not from the look on your face. Raven, we made this date. I didn't see you had your mother here. Hello, Nathan.
Oh, that's perfectly all right, Derek. Actually, I have to go.
Oh, can I give you a lift somewhere?
No, thank you. I have a car parked out front.
Goodbye, Raven. I'll call you before I leave.
Raven, what's the matter?
Don't talk to me. Just don't say a word, okay?
You're feeling good about yourself. And it shows. Way you should about yourself.
You're feeling good about yourself. You're drinking Diet Pepsi-Cola with just 1 calorie and that great honest-to-Pepsi taste. And it shows in the way you look, the way you feel, and in everything you do. Diet Pepsi. 1 small calorie, 1 great taste.
Lisa, look. Your new brother's waving at you. He wants you to help me give him his bath. You can bring me the Q-tip swabs, okay?
Okay.
He likes Q-tips because they're so soft. See?
Q-tips, the original soft swab. Just look at that soft cushion of cotton.
Mommy, am I still your baby?
Oh, Lisa, you're my baby girl.
Q-tip swabs, the softest thing in the world next to your baby.
Linda Carter stars as the legendary Amazon princess in Wonder Woman tonight at 6 o'clock. Then later, a virginal young male librarian is told by his father to move out of the house and grow up. Elizabeth Hartman and Geraldine Page star in You're a Big Boy Now, tonight's movie at 8 o'clock on Channel 48.
Hey, come on, sit down. Sit down. Tell me about it. This private war you're having with your mother.
Well, my mother is going away to London soon, and I might never see her again.
Well, what do you mean? London's not Mars?
You don't understand. My mother is a very sick woman.
So those were tears in your eyes,
No.
Raven, come on. I can still see them.
I didn't think anybody could ever make me cry.
But your mom did.
No. My daddy. Better clear those dishes.
Want me to get that?
Yes, please.
Hello?
Hello, is this Raven Swift's residence?
Yes, it is.
Chief, is that you?
Who is this, Calvin? Calvin, how'd you know I was here?
Well, I really wasn't calling to talk to you. I was calling to talk to Raven, but I suppose I can tell you and you can convey the message. It's not pleasant news, I'm afraid.
Oh, would you like something?
What is it?
Well, tell her to come right down to Monticello General. There's been an accident, Chief. Her mother's car swerved off the road and ran into one of the bridge supports over on Jefferson Avenue.
Oh, my God. I'm just talking to the woman.
Chief, you better hurry. It may be her last time to talk to her mother. I really don't think she's gonna make it.
Charlie, see any calories in there?
No.
There ain't any. It's natural spring water. When Starkist sees I'm into spring water, they'll ask me over.
Oh.
Starkist is the only tuna in natural spring water. It has half the calories of tuna in oil. A measurable difference. Great taste, great for your waist.
Starkist, Charlie for you, and spring water too.
Sorry, Charlie.
Charlie for you, and spring water too.
Sorry, Charlie. Starkist, the only tuna in natural spring water. Great taste, great for your waist.
You wear it well, Diet Shasta. Ooh, wear it well, Diet Shasta. Taste that cola bright and bold, old-timey root beer too. That lemon lime so crystal cold, they all look good on you. The great-looking taste of Diet Shasta. Ooh, you wear it well.
Stay tuned for love and romance aboard the high seas on Love Boat next. Then later, McHale and his gang rock the boat with laughter on McHale's Navy this afternoon at 12:30 on Channel 48. This is Field Communications in Philadelphia.